Welcome back to The Good Talk, our post-game recap and Q&A show where we discuss the game that we just played and answer all your burning questions, both Warhammer and otherwise. We just came out of a fantastic game between the forces of the Astra Militarum and Gallant versus the Genestealer cults.
Guards and Gallants!
Yeah.
It was super fun. I had a great time. I always have fun with Guard, even though it's massively complicated and the margin for error is so like, ugh. But I killed a lot, shoot a lot. It feels great killing GSC. But yeah, it's cool. And I exploded massively, like I promised.
9 inches 2 times. In both timelines.
Almost killed the Patriarch.
I would have let you have it, but chat was like, no, they have 7 moves. I was like, okay, 7.
But how'd you like it?
It was really cool. It was a really great game. I know that it was going to be determined one way or another by turn 3. Either you were going to stop my momentum, or I was going to break on through.
Just pure aggression. There's only 2 ways.
You know what it was, Adrian?
What?
It was the brick.
The brick.
You made the
brick.
brick.
It was the brick. Are you proud of me?
You pushed the brick forward, and you punched through with a brick. Yeah. Now, it's not Space Marines, so you could afford to have all the other units all over the board that were actually winning you the game. But he had to deal with the brick.
I was like, oh, brick. Oh.
The brick! Yeah. I liked the brick. I think the brick worked because I had 2 blobs of 10.
Yeah.
We played one of 10 before, but the 2 bricks, making one larger brick, a wall, if you will, I think was particularly effective.
2 bricks do not make a wall.
Chat, how many bricks do you need to make a wall?
Smallest
We need to solve this.
That is technically a wall.
Is 1 brick a wall? Like, how many do you think? 3? What if they're stacked on top of each other? 2 bricks? Maybe 2 bricks like this.
I don't know.
2 bricks like this is definitely a wall.
Where does a pile of bricks end and a wall begin? I don't know.
I think it depends on if they are sort of cemented together, and that's the abominant here.
Okay, all right. Okay.
That got really wholesome really fast.
Yeah, it's all about the glue that holds things together. And he did a great job today. You know, given the 4 rolls to hit was absolutely necessary.
It's true.
Especially with hit transhuman.
Yeah.
Didn't realize how necessary that was. If I didn't have that,
it's a big deal.
I don't think I could kill that.
There was one wave where you just like whiffed on all, and then you just conversion town.
Oh yeah, it ended up being 100% hits, and I was like,
oh no.
Wild. But I was super impressed with the knight.
Yeah.
He held the line, you know? The fight last was unfortunate. We were talking about like, neither of us were quite sure who needed to go in first. I think Bridger called it earlier enough, but we didn't really listen to him.
I knew. I knew the whole
My
time.
mind was made up. I was going in one way or the other. So
I appreciate that.
I'm dying turn 2.
It was such a bad trade, though. You traded a Gallant for 2 bikes.
But he did kill his 2 bikes, which was in question.
Those
at one
did
point.
die.
I don't know how that was in question. I don't know what you were thinking, man.
Look, I did probably like 30 wounds in total in that turn from the knight. Some of those were mine.
Oh, if we're counting all the mortal
illusions.
wounds, you did a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot of mortal wounds.
It was scary. I love this auto explode strat. It's so good.
It's good. It's good.
It's what it always should have been, honestly. Now, I do want to say, you know, we talked about styles of armies and you stressing about Guard, and is it a good or bad matchup for you? Like pairing for you and Guard. And I think it's both because you stress yourself out, but you stress yourself out because you actually have options in this army.
It's true.
It is the ultimate toolbox army. It's always like, where are you going? What are your orders? You know, where are they popping off? Doing things out of phase. So it's really interesting. It makes it stressful and difficult to play. But I feel like it really matches your play style.
I really can't complain. Every time, even if I lose with Guard, I'm having an amazing time.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I didn't put more Guardsmen in the list, because now. My complaint every time I play Guard, I'm just like, should I have more
Because you need
Guardsmen?
more guardsmen? Yeah.
And now that we're putting in heavy weapons and special weapons, we actually probably have at least a squad or 2 more.
It's one of the best units in the game.
Yeah.
It's in the Codex.
Like
One of the best units in the Codex.
Oh, that was a big walk back
I'm
there.
gonna walk that back a little bit. I mean, they are amazing.
They are really good.
Like the output for points is insane.
I lost the game when I lost the Guard.
And that's every game.
Well, okay,
I would argue losing the knight was a heavy blow.
You ran out of possible plays when
Sure.
you ran out of
Sure.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, look, we talked about this behind the scenes before. We do have several of the new plastic Kriegers, which we might have to get built, frankly, because I think we want more Guard than we currently have.
More guardsmen.
Like, I could see you dropping
It's good.
the 3 Basilisks and getting a bunch more guardsmen.
What? Why
No,
basilisks?
Basilisks.
They haven't been good.
I know.
Basilisks.
Basilisks haven't been good since mid 8th edition, like
You couldn't even kill a
4 years
patriarch.
ago.
I put 2 basilisks in a 1-wound patriarch.
I was like, okay, so we were working on the list, and then when you sent me the final version, I was like, okay, let me take a look. First thing I was like, Old Grudges, is that going to be too strong? We have the brick, it's like perfect target.
The brick.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, he has Old Grudges. Let me look at the rest of the list. 3 basilisks. I was like, okay, we're gonna be fine.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Like makes the basilisks like almost playable, but not quite enough. So
If basilisks had 2d6 shots,
Yeah, if they instead
Instead of
of
2d6
pick the
take the
highest, yeah,
but then
sure.
like what? Then they're just manticores.
no, because they
There's
are
no-
strength 9, high AP,
Yeah.
and can shoot for 5 turns.
There's no way they're going to keep the D3 damage in the codex. Like nothing's keeping D3 damage.
Probably not.
I'm sure they're going to like maybe 2, 3.
Pretty much everything
Can I get
D3 is
I
gone
don't
to
know what I
2.
want them to do. I want how they differentiate themselves.
In my
High
mind,
strength, high AP.
basilisks are higher AP,
Yeah.
and the manticore is more shots. But I don't think a manticore should be strength 10. I think if either of them should be strength 10, it's basilisk,
Have you seen how big those
and
missiles
manticore
are?
should be strength 8.
Yeah. I could
Or
see.
manticores could have different missiles that they shoot. That would be kind of cool.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, the missiles don't have to be a single big shot, right?
Right.
It could be a blast.
Yeah.
And I do like the idea the basilisks have less shots, but they're like punchy.
They hit
like,
you real hard.
Maybe they're 3 plus D3 damage is too much.
2d3. What about 2d3?
2D3, and maybe they always have like, I'll be honest, 2 or 3 shots, but they hit accurately and they really punch.
Yeah.
But how do you make them hit accurately? Like full rerolls to hit all the time?
+1 to hit all the time.
They should have. They
they're
should
just
have
been like Space
honestly
Marines.
overlapping fields of fire. Should be like an inbuilt guard rule. I feel like.
Oh, okay.
Where like,
Whoa.
because can you imagine like guardsmen taking a ton of Earthshaker cannons and then them all just shooting? It's not a lot of shots, like you said. It's like 1, 2 shots, but like, if you get like a bunch of them shooting at the same target,
Right.
the ground just falls apart
Yeah.
and just like
a
you
vibro
know?
cannon thing maybe.
Yeah, like a vibro,
Ooh,
exactly, like
that'd
a
be
vibro
cool.
cannon situation.
Wow, we have lots of ideas for guard GW.
What if
Yeah.
basilisks dealt mortal wounds?
That's an idea.
I'm not opposed, to be honest. Anyways, it was a good time. GSC and Guard are 2
Yeah.
armies that win or lose, because frankly, they both lose a lot. We have a great time playing them. So it
Yeah,
was an
yeah.
awesome game.
It was good. It was good.
And we got to play on the new Titans terrain, which is now on a boat on its way over here. The core set, the expansion set will be later as planned. You can check it out on the Kickstarter. All the info's there. We're on track for everything. And you guys can buy it today, titansterrain.com. The Kickstarter, like Backerkit basically, the extension of the Kickstarter does end in 2 weeks. So if you want to get in on that, I would get in on that sooner than later. Also because they are, it feels weird saying that. They are going fast. They're going fast to get those hot
Hotcakes, yeah.
But really, if you do want to get a copy, now is the time. So do check it out, and we'll be continuing to play on it on Saturday and also on the AOS game on Monday. So you guys can check it out more, ask questions, all that stuff.
Yeah. So the Kickstarter closing, that means the Kickstarter website is going to close down,
Yes.
basically like lock,
Yeah.
and then it's
get
going to
locked out.
transition to like an actual store.
You have to set up a different
e-store.
store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
So
Cool.
if you want to kind of get in, ensure that you get it in on that first pass, now is the time.
Now's the time.
essentially, before we go and do the like Shopify or something.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, let's get right into these super chats. Thanks to Chris. Hey Titans, my son has recently started playing 40k and chose Guard as his first army.
Yes.
Good on ya.
Very cool.
He's been struggling through with the power level of Guard, hoping for the new codex soon. Any advice for him?
Like, yeah, you're in the guard now, son. Look, yeah, you're gonna struggle until that new codex comes out, right? They're probably one of the bottom tier armies right now, at least competitively. But there's some good builds, you know. You want your Mana Core, you want your Tank Commander, you want your Guardsman.
Yep.
Those 3 core
are good
things
units.
probably not going to change. You can't go wrong with a lot of Guardsmen.
Yeah, Guardsman, Leman Russes. The Manticore could change in the new codex.
Sure, yeah, yes.
But like Guardsman and Leman Russes are classic. They're staples. They will always be a quintessential part of a Guard army.
Yeah.
You can't have it without either of them.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
And it'll help you actually just build the fundamentals of 40k of just playing with a lot of guardsmen and just playing the mission. Guys are gonna die. You're gonna lose a lot of units really fast, but at least you're screening out and limiting your opponent and also getting primary. And hopefully a little more, maybe some engage, maybe some stranglehold. things like that. So just tank it out. It's going to make you a better player playing an army that's not the strongest.
Yeah.
And then when you finally get your codex, you're just going to be just ready to go, clean, pumped, and stronger than ever.
Yeah, I totally agree. And get the models that you love too, because if we've learned anything from these books is when they do revamp them, you're really hard pressed to find a bad unit, honestly.
Yeah.
So
The last few, they've been really, really good. Whew.
yeah. So
That balance.
Yeah. And good. Best of luck.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Thanks, Moonlight Echo. Hey, Titans. I'm new to 40K. Been watching your replays. Helps me out a lot. Building Raven Guard, and I have Infiltrators, Eliminators, Librarian, and I'm magnetizing Intercessors. Building by rule of cool. Any 2 cents you can toss at me.
Heck yeah.
For Raven Guard. Totally. So Raven Guard are interesting because they're like masters of the whole trades. They're jacks of all trades.
Yeah.
They have they have good mobility. They have decent durability from shooting. Because of the mobility, they're also interesting in melee. Even Shrike with giving 4 rerolls to charge in melee, and he's actually pretty decent
Big
himself.
deal.
It's interesting. It can make it tough to kind of figure out what direction to go in sometimes.
Yeah.
But again, you want to kind of think about how do you play towards the core principles of the game, right? You want to be holding certain points at certain times. You want to have stratagems, secondaries kind of prepared in advance, and Raven Guard can be good at almost all this stuff, right? So being in the right place at the right time. Jump pack units are really great. Like Vanguard vets are great for Raven Guard.
That's right.
Eliminators and stuff with infiltrators are great for being exactly where you need, especially with guerrilla warfare.
They're cheap.
Yep. Good at R&D too for secondaries. Good for Stranglehold for secondaries. So that's my main recommendation is thinking about how can you sort of build towards each of those and be like, this is a list that will do this, and this secondary. I try to at least have 2. The third one can be a toss-up. It is a lot of the time with armies nowadays.
And with thematic Raven Guard lists, R&D is pretty consistent. You kind of just have all the tools because you're Raven Guard.
That's really good.
Agreed. Yeah. They're a really cool chapter.
Yeah, good answer.
Appreciate
Great
it.
army.
Thanks, Dakota. Hey, Titans. Starting my first Crusade game this weekend with my Templars.
Oh, nice.
Also, I'm building a list with SB 10M deck out. Sisters of
Battle
with 10 million. 10M. I don't
10
know.
million Sisters of Battle.
What would you build with that? Oh, boy. So
Sword Brethren.
Sword Brethren. 10-man.
Deck out.
What would you build with them?
Oh, decked out. Right. We gotta grab the Templars book for this.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
had
were
it
just
set
looking
aside
at
for
it.
Saturday.
Yeah, there you go.
I will say, I'm so jealous that you're doing a Crusade game. That's the one regrets that I have, is not having enough time for Crusade.
We should do
Because
one.
John doesn't
Dude.
play enough Warhammer. We all know that.
Yeah.
We could all use more Warhammer in our
5
lives.
games a week is not enough.
All right. So we're looking for what you can take. Are these Primaris or no? Just Sword Brethren.
They are.
Sword
It's the new
Brethren.
unit that is Primaris.
You're Primaris.
Yeah. But I didn't know that they had that much flexibility on the build. So let's see.
Well, they can all replace chain swords with power swords, and then. Okay, so he has 10-man. So 2 can take a Thunderhammer. 2 can take Lightning Claws. 2 can take a Power Axe. 2 can take a Power Maul. 2 can replace their bolt pistol with a plasma pistol. 4 can replace their bolt pistol with a pyre pistol, which is
Why don't we see these guys more?
just a strength 3. It's a hand flamer.
Rule of cool, this is awesome.
They're definitely super cool.
So you can have 2 Thunderhammers, 2 pairs of Lightning Claws, and then the rest is chain swords. That's what I would do.
You want Thunderhammers?
Of the options I've been given, yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Being AP2 is not great these days,
Yeah.
but being 3 damage is still great. They're the Power Fist, Thunderhammer, the Eternal Debate has just gotten worse. There's now just nobody knows. It doesn't matter. Just take one.
I'm a Power Fist man.
But these guys can't take Power Fists.
Yeah.
So you gotta take your Thunder. I mean, you need something. You want multi-damage
Yeah.
somewhere.
What's the points differential on giving them power swords? Is it 5 each?
Well, all of them can, like everybody can take a power sword.
Right.
I don't know if these points are still correct.
Yeah.
It's 5 points per power sword.
Kind of a lot, isn't
Compared to
Is
a
a
lightning
lot.
claw or something.
it? Or even just chain
The
swords.
lightning claws are free. The thunderhammer is free.
What?
What? But
What?
the sword is 5 points.
Wait, am I looking at the right? I'm looking at the wrong unit. Hold on. Power swords are 3 points a model.
okay.
Thunderhammers are 12 points a model. Yeah, I was looking at it.
Yeah.
And lightning claws are 3 points each.
Each.
Yeah.
So
it's about this-
my build
This is more
is
expensive.
36 extra points
Yeah.
total.
Yeah.
12 points of Thunderhammer.
Like, yeah, I'm torn because I get where you're coming from.
I feel like I would want a 10-man needs to be able to solve any problem.
Okay,
It's
that's
such
fair.
a big points investment. You need to be able to throw it at anything and have an answer in there. So I think 2 Thunderhammers, they cap you at 2. Hey, I only really wanted 2 anyway.
Yeah.
That's all I was ever
Yeah,
going to take.
I do agree.
If I could take 2 Power Fists instead of 2 Thunderhammers, I probably would, but I can't. So I would take my 2 Thunderhammers. I would take my 2 pairs of Lightning Claws.
And go home.
If they could all be Lightning Claws, I might consider that.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's what I would run.
That's fair.
Cool.
I'd probably throw power swords on top of that, but
You have to think about the
Other than that,
relics
I
you're going to
agree.
give these guys too.
right.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a lot. It's a long list.
I'm just
of-
saying, when you pick your weapons, you might want to consider what relic goes on which weapon, you know?
you
Right.
could give one guy the 3 damage sword, I believe. I
Sure.
don't think it has to be a relic. Mastercrafted power sword.
Oh yeah, you could Mastercraft. That would make it 2 damage.
No, the
The Fist of Balthus.
no, that's a power fist.
That is a Power Fist.
What are they called? What are their extra baby relics called? There's a baby relic.
The Relic Bearers.
Yeah. No. Oh my god.
That's not
Playing
here,
this
dude.
army on Saturday.
It's not here, dude.
Anyways, there's a way to have a guy with a 3 damage power sword. So if you can do that, that'd be interesting because he's buried inside of 10 models. Same reason
Yeah.
the power fist, the Thunderhammers are interesting. I probably reducing the ignoring Rend 1 and 2 a lot less interesting with armor
The
contempt.
Sword of Judgment.
Yes.
So it's a Strength 7, AP 3, flat 3 damage power sword.
And what does it say it replaces?
Really good. Model with power sword, Mastercraft power sword, or Relic Blade only.
See, I like that.
That's really good. Yeah, I
value.
would definitely slip one of these into that squad
Yeah, that's the one.
because it's 3 points in a relic,
Right?
and you
Spicy.
bury it. You just bury it
In 10
deep,
wounds. That's actually the most.
deep in there.
Yeah, because normally you're like, oh, I'll put this behind 5 blade guard. It'll be the 6th guy. But now,
Now
behind 9 bodies.
Yeah.
That's math.
it's a lot of dudes they have to get through.
It's a big number. Don't know what it
There
is.
you go.
I
Big.
know it. That's cool.
Don't know. It's too big. Cannot conceive.
Can you take a relic and a fake relic?
I don't
don't
know what the
think so.
verbiage is. Well, these aren't characters.
Yeah.
Right, but any sergeant can take a fake relic, a relic bearer. Any sergeant can be a relic bearer.
Right?
I wonder if you can
Can you
give
take a
them
real relic? What?
You like with the Space Marine generic strat to give a non-character a relic?
Oh, like a.
No, because
yeah,
it'd both be
One's a points upgrade,
correct.
which is the relic bearers thing,
Yeah.
which is like ignore AP 1 and 2
Yeah.
or -1 damage. The Sword of Judgment is a relic that you use the Space Marine. It's the baby relic. I think you can put both in a squad,
Oh yeah. See, we're using different.
unless it might have a stipulation on relic bearers. You can't do it if they have a relic or something.
verbiage. Well, and they usually state what relics you can take on that sergeant.
Yeah, I think Templars. All of the baby relic strats are.
Their own.
Yeah, they're their own.
Faction. Yeah.
I don't see it.
Sword of Judgment.
Oh, here we go. Revered repositories. 1 Black Templars model in your army. The sergeant or sword brother. They can have Witch Seeker Bolt, Sword of Judgment, Skull of Cacodominus,
Conco Dominus.
Mastercrafted weapon, digital weapon. So you can
Sounds like you can.
give him that sword, and it says they can't have any other relics, which they don't. And then relic bearers for each Black Templar infantry or Black Templar
He
biker.
answered.
1 upgrade. Each upgrade must be unique. Once selected. That model. Yeah, you can put them both on the same guy, I think.
So what would you put from the relic bearers then? Which I was referring to as baby relics, but you were referring to.
Well, but they're
relics
both
of
baby relics.
No, I know.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Sword of Cacodemus has to go on the Sergeant because it says so.
No, Sword of Judgment.
Yep.
He's obsessed with that word now.
And then this one, the unit just gets the upgrade. So a lot of options.
We're just building your list now.
Yeah.
I don't. It's tough because they don't. They're not great, right? They're things you wouldn't put on that same guy. So the Ignore AP 1 and 2 is one model. You wouldn't put it on him
No.
because you lose all the value.
Yeah.
You could take -1 damage, but this unit only has 2 wounds.
Yeah.
So it's not like crazy value. It's not Blade Guard vet value.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them are like incidental bonuses. You can take unmodified wounds of 6, inflict a mortal in addition.
Yeah.
It's not great. That's the rule that they
cute.
staple onto characters and you forget immediately. Like
Yeah.
the
Well, that one
the
you want-
Judiciary has it.
The Judiciary,
You
yeah.
just forget it immediately.
That one you want to put it on a guy with double lightning claws.
Yeah.
And then you like might sometimes make your points back.
So you get reroll. Start of the battle, you choose a unit. This is Sigismund's Seal.
Oh, I like it.
This model gets full rerolls to hit and wound against that unit.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. But then you have to take this giant 10-man brick and find a way over there, and they know that that's where you're going.
It's kinda like Old
at the
Grudges,
start of the game, you're like, I'm going over there. And they're like, all right, I'm going the other way.
I'm calling you out. Okay.
If I could take a Power Fist in this unit, and I imagine this is why you can't take a Power Fist in this unit, I would take the Sword and the Fist of Balthus and just... It's a 3 damage, AP 3, no minus to hit Power Fist.
It's great.
It's so
Fantastic.
good. Yeah.
But you can normally, I think, you basically, I think, can only take it on intercessors.
Yeah, there's not much that can take a Power Fist in this book.
Cool.
Well, yeah, that was a very comprehensive answer.
It was comprehensive
And
maybe
Gone out.
It was like a moderate, like a mediocre. It was a medium
it
response.
was an okay answer.
Mediocre is like, that's too much. That's too
It took
hard.
us 15 minutes to give an okay answer.
You had to learn the thing to teach the thing.
It's got to stay one lesson ahead of the.
Well, I know. I was like, I'm not going to say the old saying, one lesson ahead, right?
That's like when the assignment for the day is to write a quiz question.
Yeah.
You just put the question
Wait a minute.
Thanks, Melody. I'm thinking that July for the next Tabletop Titans Community Cup, thinking maybe like $300 GW plastic for prizes. Whoa.
Dang.
I don't know. Seems like a cool thing to do. That does seem like a pretty cool thing to do.
It's like a pretty
awesome.
sweet thing.
It's an upgrade from stickers. It's true.
Well, I was
wasn't
about to
that,
offer
sorry.
more stickers. But look, Melody, hit us up. We can honestly help with price support on stuff too. So
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool. It's a really cool community thing. So look, Melody, let us know, and we'll spread the good word. So July,
Yeah, those are also always super fun.
Yeah.
I always tune in a little bit.
it's gonna be cool.
My birthday's in July.
Oh,
Did you
Me
know
too.
yeah. What?
What?
When are your guys' birthdays?
26?
You don't know?
17.
26, 17?
Nine days apart.
Aw.
I feel like we knew that at some point.
Are you twins?
That's not how that works. If you are 9 days apart, you are definitely not
Well,
Are you twins?
twins. That's... Nope.
I mean, you might be. Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Melody.
Thanks, Melody. Thanks also, Caldorf.
Yeah.
Hey, Titans. Doubled down on the terrain and plan to leave a set in my LGS.
Oh, nice.
It seemed more likely my first 40K game will be on Tabletop Titans terrain or TTG. What?
Titans terrain.
Tabletop.
I don't
Are
know
you
what
cheating on
TTG.
us?
I don't know what TTG is, but I'm
Should we be
assuming
offended
it's,
or not?
I thought it was going to say TTS, but
I think TTG is us.
Titan
You keep trying to.
Ground. Gary.
ground floor. Great.
G-
Great.
Green.
Go. Tabletop Titans go. Is this Ginger Steve?
I miss Ginger Steve.
Thanks, Calder.
Thanks again, Caldorf. The expansion is awesome. I hope to see you all at
I
PAO.
was going to say.
Hope to see more Titans terrain for AOS and Skirmish. Crate Mountain, please. You're all the best.
Oh yeah, we got to do a Crate Mountain the expansion. It's just one box.
It just unfolds. The whole table is just a mountain of
We
crate.
had the technology. Look, this cathedral was sort of a proof of concept of like how big can you make it, right?
Yeah.
Dude, it could be like 4 tiles, and each tile's a corner
Is
of
a
Crate
corner of
Mountain.
it? I'm into it. I'm into it.
Yo, we could make Crate Mountain.
Crate Mountain. Nobody would.
Would
buy
anybody
it.
ever play on it though?
You could split it up, you know.
You would
You're
just be under the Crate Mountain.
Broken crates. Works for a cathedral, not so much for crates.
Right, a cathedral you can cut in half, and it's 2 halves of a cathedral. Crate
Yeah.
Mountain, if you cut it into 4 pieces, it's like, what?
I feel like if we take this to our paper wizard, he can find a way.
He'll figure it out. Yeah.
He'll make it work.
He'll put like walls on the inside so it looks.
Yeah.
Probably need that anyway for structural integrity.
Probably.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And then it was like,
It's like a trendy thing, you know. You have
Yeah.
like make a crate into like a fancy like restaurant or a home, you know. It's like very Oakland kind of style.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
then,
I think the cities are cracking down on that. They really don't like people doing that.
Well,
The small houses.
It it
Pretty much.
violates
Yeah.
some. They claim that it violates some code, some zoning or something. But really, I think it's for political reasons.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah. Interesting.
Anywho, enough
Trading card
about
game,
enough
yes.
about Crate Mountain. No, it was TTG,
Nope.
Trading Titans game.
Trading Titans game. Oh. Well, there's only 2 boxes now, so the trading might, you know.
No, trading literal Titans. You trade the Titans.
Titans. Okay.
Trade you
okay.
4.
I'll trade you
1 Bridger for Zach.
Yeah. We should make trading cards.
Last one of the night. Thanks, Michael Cody.
Yeah.
Why aren't the Emperor stickers arranged like the 7 emoji? Missed branding chance. Speaking of that, I've sent you something. It is safe to open. Is it? Do we have it? Is it here?
Not that I
Here,
know of.
right
It is safe
now.
to open.
Well, good to know.
Caldorf, do we know that it arrived? Sorry, Michael Cody.
Michael Cody.
Do we know that it arrived? Is it outside? Do I have to go get it?
Here right now? Are you
Oh, right. Yeah, let us know. The reason I feel like this doesn't actually warrant a response, but I'll give you a response. Why it's not in the shape of the 7 emoji. You notice we were already like very cram jammed because we wanted to fill the space we had, but we also, you know, knew hopefully that there would become more emperors one day,
Yeah.
as we've seen, and we kind of needed space. So this will be a growing problem, I think, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
It's gonna slowly creep its way down to Adrian, and we're just gonna have
Yeah.
to put stickers on Adrian.
Yeah, just all over, and on the chair, it's just like creeping down. Yeah, I'm into it. So we'll see.
I think Michael Cody's still here. He is still
Oh,
here.
he just-
It's not there yet.
Oh, it's
okay.
okay. We freaked out.
Okay.
Wait, is it going to be here tonight?
Should we keep streaming?
I
Should we
don't
wait for it?
think so.
Or is it like in the mail?
I think it's
What do you
in the
think?
mail. It's in the
Are
mail.
you
Should
in the
arrive
box,
Saturday.
Cody?
It'll
Okay.
be here Saturday.
Yeah. Are you?
Are you the
Well, if he's in the mail, I guess he could. His phone could still work while he's in the mail.
True.
Yeah.
In fact, that's a good chance because like he probably doesn't have a lot to do in the box.
Right. Right. So we should probably just keep streaming until Saturday,
We just keep. Yeah.
or
just
until
keep it
we
there.
predict his phone battery died, and then we can turn off the stream.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're just here for Michael Cody.
Look, I believe we're going to see Michael Cody next. Oh my God, he's in the mail.
All coming together.
You know what? I totally forgot to announce during the game.
Yeah.
We do have the Eventbrite set up for our meet and greet for BAO. So if you're going, I'll go ahead and post it in the description here and on the game right afterwards. It just got put up this afternoon, so it is going to be after the Friday of BAO. So next Friday at 8:15 p.m. PST, so Bay Area open time. We're just going to meet up in the lobby. So if anyone wants to come and chat, we'll just be hanging out there if you want to come and meet us. So come on by, say hi, don't be shy.
Heck yeah. Always say
Not
hi.
gonna lie. Cool.
Well, we did it.
We did it.
We
Well,
did
that was
the
a
thing.
really fun evening. It was lovely.
Yeah. Lovely
And,
evening.
as always, like to let you guys know what's coming up, right? Tell you what's going on. Tabletop Titans is coming up. Anyways,
Titans
that's
Terrain?
Titans Terrain. I'm tired. Anyways, so Saturday we have Necrons versus Black Templars.
Yep.
He'll have read the book by then.
I
It'll
will.
Be great. Monday we have Ninehaunt versus Daughters. It's gonna be fantastic. We're super excited for the new books. They look really fun and powerful and exciting. Tuesday will be members vote. I'll have to figure out what kind of vote we're gonna be doing. It'll probably be somewhat contingent on what we end up doing for our Thursday show.
Yes.
So we'll let you guys know. Thursday show will be some sort of BAO prep, practice, showcase, something fun, something a bit different probably.
Yep.
So keep your eyes and peels for that. It's going to be awesome. With that, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We'll catch you next time on the Tabletop.
Bye.